Hello fellow adventurers. I wanted to make a short video just telling you some of the tips and tricks that we've been doing up here in Seattle to use the cards. So if you remember, the cards are color coded so that at a glance you can know what what kind of spells you have. Red being attack, yellow being kind of effects spells, green being healing, and blue being kind of buff spells. And if you think about it, buff is attached to a person, given to a person. So what you can do to help some of your players, fellow people who are maybe not spellcasters, a lot of us, we forget. We forget what kind of conditions and things. So you could take your heroism spell with the extra HP, immunity to fear, lots of great stuff here on the card that I can read at just a glance. And you could hand that to your fellow player and remind them that they have that. You can hand your aid spell or Mage Armor. Mage Armor is I could see a lot of people, they forget that they're wearing Mage Armor, so you can hand Mage Armor off to them. So that's one of the just, I wouldn't say tricks, it's just something that we do and it makes it a lot easier to assist everybody at the table. Even for yourself, what you could do, some of the spells, what we do is, if you know Magic the Gathering, you tap the card. So you have your stack of cards, let's have this like this, and I can see all the titles of the cards. I can see whether they need concentration. And then so I decided to cast my Mage Armor, and I decided to put it out here at a perpendicular angle at the top of my cards, and it helps me remember that I have that effect on myself. So that's kind of nice to have. And then the last, there's one more trick I want to tell you. And then I wanted to give you some advice about water spillage or wine, some kind of a beverage spilling on the cards. So one of the things that I do, and I've seen a lot of people do, and it really makes it easy, is if you have a limited amount of spell slots for your character, as you cast a spell, you can just flip it over. So you flip it over, you can still keep track of how many spell slots you have because you have a total amount of 4 spell slots. But that spell's been used. You can then concentrate on the remaining spells you have. It's kind of nice. I personally really believe in that little technique, and I find it wonderful. It even helps your DM maybe at a notice see how many spells you have left. So you can see it just right over there at the end of the table if your DM's at the end of the table. So finally, about water and let's just say wine spillage on the cards. The cards do have a gloss to them, a matte gloss, so it's not too shiny and light, but it does have a little bit of protective covering. So you have a good amount of time to flick off the water, go get some paper towels, go get something, even if you have to, your shirt, and wipe it off. Like any kind of card, what is exposed is the outside edge. So the outside edge is the way you want to dry off first. And I have done wine tests before on my cards, and it's the same amount as water. You don't get a stain on the card, so that's nice. You do need to take care of it. I would say you want to try and take care of it within about 30 seconds, and particularly you want to try and dry off the edge, and then just let it sit. And it is a card. It'll reach by osmosis. It will reach back to being the same amount of paper to water ratio that cards normally have. You don't need to set it in rice. It's not a telephone or a cell phone. And that's about it. It's been wonderful. I love you guys. We're on the final stretch. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. And thank you for joining this party. Okay, bye.